Imagine living in a place where stepping outside feels like walking into an oven, where the sun isn't just bright, it scorches everything in sight. From endless deserts to blistering winds and relentless droughts, some countries have temperatures so extreme that life is a daily battle against the heat. In today's video, we're counting down the top 10 hottest countries in the world. These nations aren't just warm, they're record breakers, pushing the limits of human endurance, agriculture, and climate survival. Number 10. Sudan. Sudan, stretching across northeastern Africa, is often overlooked on global climate lists, yet it bears some of the harshest temperatures on Earth. Bordering the vast Sahara, Sudan's northern territories frequently register temperatures of 46 degrees Celsius, or 114.8 degrees Fahrenheit, or even higher. The heat is dry, persistent, and paired with desertification that slowly pushes habitable zones southward. Khartoum, where the Blue and White Nile merge, becomes an oven during the summer. For the majority of Sudanese, access to reliable electricity and cooling systems is limited, turning the heat from uncomfortable to life-threatening. Climate change is accelerating desert expansion, drying out farmland, and worsening food insecurity. But amid the challenges, communities adapt with innovative cooling techniques and traditional knowledge passed down through generations. Number 9. Oman. Oman sits at the southeastern edge of the Arabian Peninsula and is home to a unique kind of heat, one that combines high temperatures with stifling humidity. In 2018, the coastal city of Kuwait made meteorological history by recording the world's highest minimum temperature ever observed, 42.6 degrees Celsius, or 108.7 degrees Fahrenheit, at night. That means it never cooled below that all night long. The dry central deserts, like the Wahiba Sands, roast under cloudless skies, while coastal areas suffer from what locals call heat that you can drink, a mix of sea air and sun that clings to the skin like steam. Yet Oman is also a country of remarkable resilience. Its ancient cities like Nizwa and Sur have learned to adapt, building homes with thick clay walls, wind towers, and underground water channels known as aflaj to survive the unbearable summers. Number 8. Pakistan. In Pakistan, heat isn't just seasonal, it's an existential threat. In the remote town of Turbat, a temperature of 53.7 degrees Celsius, or 128.7 degrees Fahrenheit, was recorded in 2017, the fourth highest temperature in history. Southern provinces like Sindh and Balochistan regularly experience deadly heat waves. In 2022 alone, dozens perished from dehydration and sunstroke. But it's not just the heat, it's the context. Many homes lack air conditioning, cities face rolling blackouts, and farmers struggle to maintain crops in the relentless sun. Pakistan's Indus Valley, once lush and fertile, is becoming increasingly arid. Climate experts warn the country is one of the most vulnerable to rising global temperatures. Despite this, Pakistani communities show resilience, planting trees, creating shaded corridors, and reviving ancient cooling techniques. Number 7. Iraq. Iraq, known as the Cradle of Civilization, is now facing one of the hottest climates in the modern world. Summers in Baghdad and Basra see daily highs above 50 degrees Celsius, or 122 degrees Fahrenheit. But, the real danger lies in the compounded effect of heat with air pollution, power shortages, and social instability. In Basra, streets are often empty during midday, with shops closing to avoid the peak heat hours. Water levels in the Tigris and Euphrates rivers are dropping, and agriculture is faltering under the strain. Sandstorms roll in without warning, blanketing towns in thick orange dust and pushing air temperatures even higher. The Iraqi people endure, but the environment around them is rapidly deteriorating. Number 6. Iran. Iran's diverse landscape ranges from mountains to deserts, but its southwest region near the Persian Gulf faces truly brutal heat. In 2015, the city of Bandar Mashar recorded a heat index of 74 degrees Celsius, or 165.2 degrees Fahrenheit, one of the highest ever observed, factoring in both temperature and humidity. The Lut Desert, or Dasht-e-Lut, is infamous as one of the hottest places on the planet based on land surface temperatures. NASA satellites once recorded surface heat of 70.7 degrees Celsius, That's 159.3 degrees Fahrenheit there, too hot for most life forms to exist. In many parts of Iran, intense heat is coupled with chronic droughts. Farming villages vanish, rivers shrink, and dust storms rage with little warning. Despite sanctions and water crises, Iranian communities continue to adapt through underground water channels called qanats, traditional architecture and conservation efforts. Number 5. Algeria. Algeria, the largest country in Africa, is swallowed by the Sahara Desert, a region that absorbs and radiates some of the planet's most intense solar heat. In 2018, the city of Ouargla recorded 51.3 degrees Celsius, or 124.3 degrees Fahrenheit, the highest temperature ever officially observed in Algeria. Yet the real story lies beyond the numbers. Scorching sun, little rainfall, and entire towns that exist in full harmony with the desert. Nomadic tribes like the Tuareg have developed sustainable ways to survive here for centuries, using camel routes, shaded tents, and spiritual resilience. In cities, people change their entire routines, working at night and sleeping during the day. But the challenge persists, especially as desertification pushes the Sahara further into habitable zones. Number 4. Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is, honestly, just iconic for its sweeping deserts and that seriously intense solar exposure. The country regularly experiences summer temperatures over 50 degrees Celsius, that's 122 degrees Fahrenheit, especially in the central Najd Plateau and the Rub al-Khali, or Empty Quarter, which, by the way, is the largest continuous sand desert in the world. Cities like Riyadh and Mecca endure such oppressive heat that, really, walking outdoors in the midday is nearly impossible. During the Hajj pilgrimage, over 1 million Muslims perform rituals in these extreme conditions, and that often means hydration stations and emergency cooling are absolutely essential. Saudi Arabia has responded with some incredible infrastructure. Think massive air-conditioned malls, shaded walkways, and underground parking systems. But in rural areas, life still clings to traditional survival tactics, living underground, using wind towers, and relying on palm oases. Number 3. Libya. Libya is where myth and temperature records collide. Although the infamous 58 degrees Celsius, or 136.4 degrees Fahrenheit, reading in Al-Azizia back in 1922 was later deemed inaccurate, Libya is still unquestionably one of the hottest countries on Earth. The Libyan desert, a sub-region of the Sahara, sees land surface temperatures climb well over 55 degrees Celsius, or 131 degrees Fahrenheit, regularly during summer. The town of Gadames, often called the Pearl of the Desert, is known for its ingenious architecture whitewashed mud homes, stacked like cubes with narrow passages to trap cool air. But Libya's extreme heat is exacerbated by political instability. Many communities lack proper power or clean water during the most dangerous months. Climate change, compounded by conflict, creates a harsh struggle for survival. Number 2. Kuwait. Kuwait doesn't just endure heat, it breaks records with it. In 2016, the town of Mitriba reported 54 degrees Celsius, or 129.2 degrees Fahrenheit, one of the highest reliable temperatures ever measured on Earth. With oil refineries, concrete buildings, and minimal vegetation, the urban heat island effect here is severe. Many Kuwaitis only go out at night, and businesses shift hours to adapt to peak heat. The country has invested in indoor life, climate-controlled malls, offices, and homes. But construction workers, delivery drivers, and outdoor laborers still face unrelenting exposure. The government has experimented with cloud seeding and solar panels, but as temperatures continue to climb, Kuwait really symbolizes the modern consequences of desert urbanization. And at number 1, Mali, a landlocked nation in West Africa where the heat is not only constant, but lethal. In northern Mali, the edge of the Sahara creeps steadily south, with daily temperatures climbing to 48 degrees Celsius, or 118 degrees Fahrenheit, and sometimes beyond. Unlike wealthier nations that can mitigate heat with technology, Mali remains highly vulnerable. Many homes are built with mud bricks and thatch, without electricity or fans. The consequences are severe: malnutrition, mass migration, and loss of traditional farming due to the soil baking dry. And yet, Mali remains resilient. Communities pass down knowledge, building narrow streets for shade, planting trees in patterns to trap moisture, and building local wells to store rainy season water. The story of Mali is not just about surviving the heat, it's about surviving despite it. From the dunes of the Sahara to the Persian Gulf, these countries are on the front lines of Earth's rising temperatures. As climate change accelerates, what was once extreme may soon become the new normal. If you found this video eye-opening, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below. What country surprised you the most?